Sorry, I need to take some medicine for my allergies. I'm just gonna wait here for a minute for the people to join in. I got some people that just watched my PS Vita stream that are jumping into this one. I wanted to cancel or end that stream to start this one so that way they were separate for later on. For the people viewing this later. So yeah. I've got a lot of really cool games here. I've got a lot that I'm missing. And by missing, I mean when I was a kid, I had a PSP, and there were a lot of games that I had when I was a kid that I no longer have because I sold all the shit I had when I was a kid because I was an idiot. So I'm going to get started right away here. Once a couple people get in here, no one's here yet, so I'm just going to wait a sec. And yes, I keep itching my eye. I'm sorry. The worst allergies I've ever had in my life this past week. So I have 47 games and one movie. I'd like to get more of the movies just because it's kind of cool to have them. I don't know why, it's just one of those random things that's cool to have. And I definitely want to get more of the games for this because it was such a cool system and it's extremely underrated. And I'm excited to talk about it. So as soon as some people get in here, we'll get going. Yeah, so I'm excited about it. Come on, peeps. It just said 3 people were in, and then it like went away real quick, and now it's a 0 again. So I don't know. It could just be my phone being crazy, but no one's talking, so I figured I'll wait a sec and see. So if you guys are watching this later, feel free to jump ahead a little bit. Ugh, my eyes. It's like God pissed in my eyes and he's like, fuck your life. Have fun. So that's how it feels. These allergies suck. Hit the like button if you want my pain to end. Oh wait, that would mean I'd get less likes. Alright, hit the like button if you want my pain to continue. That should get some likes. I have a lot of haters on my channel. Alright, screw it. I'll just get going. No one's here, but I'll just do it. My phone could be lying to me though, because it does that a lot. So I am going to start with, oh, I got a like, so someone's here. With this little package of joy, and I'm going to explain why I have this and some of the other shit I have. Actually, first let's get this out of the way. This is just a random ass flimsy piece of shit skin floppy case thing that I just had in my collection. I don't know where it came from. I just had it, so yeah, I have that. Oh, hey, I remember you. What's up? I can never pronounce your name right, so I apologize. I don't even want to try again, because I remember the first time it was a nightmare. So I have this, which I have a limited edition Vita in here, or I'm sorry, PSP in here that I used to play on, and this also has the charging cable and then a few UMDs that I'm currently playing, you know, when I'm using this. I don't think there's any in here now because, you know, I don't really use my PSP much, like not on a regular basis. So this is just a little case that I keep close by, like on my main shelf of stuff. And so in this pocket, there is the charge cord. Rise Thornton, what's up? I'm glad you're here. And then in this pocket, I have the other part of the charging cable, and then this is where I can put UMDs, because this case wasn't originally meant to hold the charging cable, but I stuffed it in here just so it was out and I didn't have to dig through my collection to get it. And then in the back is the PSP, and it is the red God of War PSP. But what sucks about the old collectible PSPs, oh, there's a UMD in here. What is it? I'm gonna pull it out so I can put it back in its case. Ooh, cool. Um, what sucked about these, the biggest fault with these is the backs were painted, and as you can see, they chipped over time. And look, I'll even show you. Look, that's just me barely grazing it, and pieces just fall off all the time. You can barely just look at this. Like, I'm barely tapping it, and pieces just fall off. And that was a big problem with these back in the day. Is these collectible ones, they chipped on the back, and my friend got this, and it started chipping on him, and he got annoyed and sold it to me for $20, and I was like, hell yeah! So this gave me a PSP to play on, because I also have, which I'll show you. I'm gonna put this back in the case, and I'll put this in this game's case. But I also have, and this is one of my favorite things in my collection, I have the original PSP complete in box with Spider-Man 2, with the Spider-Man 2 movie, and everything in here is complete. Every single bag, every single book, every accessory, it is in here. It is mint. It is one of my favorite purchases I ever made. And I will pop this open here. I'm not going to go too deep, but look, it even has, some of you will remember, it has that old sleeve that the PSP came with. It's got the old, oh, this is so cool to look at. The old manual booklet with the sample UMD in there. And then under is everything else. And I don't want to pull it all out, but I always thought that it was really cool that they included this sleeve. And I remember how cool, I didn't own one of these right away. It took me a long time before I did, but my best friend back in the day, he did. And he had the black PSP with the silver wrist strap and in the sleeve all the time. And it just, I remember looking so cool. I was like, oh, that device is so cool. That handheld is sick. These headphones were actually really good too back in the day. And this has everything. It even has the 32 megabyte card. This is one of my favorite things for sure in my collection. You can tell how happy I am just talking about it. But I bought this with a bunch of games and this case and this is where that came from. This huge lot. It was like $120. I'll admit that's a chunk, but to have it complete in box, in seriously, it's mint. I've opened this up all the way once, looked at the PSP itself, and it's literally like brand new almost. It's in crazy shape. Apparently the owner never used it, and I can tell. This box isn't even beat up or anything. It's amazing. I'm gonna move on now. Sorry, taking forever. Usually, or sadly, UMDs are horrible. Yeah, UMDs got destroyed so easily, and I had multiple UMDs in the past where the casing would break and I could pull the little disc part out, and yeah, that was a big fault with the UMDs, is they really, just simple wear just beat them up, and if they scratched, it was all over. Alright, so we're going to start with the games now, and I'm going to go through some of these pretty quickly because I either never played them or don't care, and a perfect example of a game I don't care about is 300. This is, based on the movie. When I first, honestly, I didn't even know this was a game in my collection. I thought this was the UMD for the movie, because I never really looked at it close up, and then when I was looking at the side, because I was counting how many UMD videos I have, it didn't say that, and I was like, oh, okay, so it's a game, and I looked on the back, and it's a game. So this is 300 the game, not the movie. The next one, which I've never played this game, but I always thought the case was really cool, it is The Third Birthday, which apparently is a really good game. I just have never played it. I always thought the case looked really neat, though. And then it's got, the booklet and stuff. I always thought it was a cool looking case. Next is Afterburner Black Falcon. Ace Combat Skies of Deception. I almost said Destruction. And all of these, I believe, every single one has its book. That was the cool thing about PSP. Pretty much every single game came with a booklet of some kind. Yeah, every single one of these so far. Yep, all of these so far have books in them. And that was a cool thing. That every game, I can't think of a single game that I have here that didn't have a booklet, but next is Ape Escape on the Loose. I'm a huge fan of Ape Escape, the first one anyway, and this is basically the first one remade for PSP with some extra stuff on it, but it is the same as the first one on PS1, and it's so much fun. I love Ape Escape. If it wasn't for the terrible UMDs, the system would have been great since the games are really good. Yeah, there was an extremely amount of good games on the PSP. Next is Mercury, which is just a puzzle game. Armored Core Formula Front, Extreme Battle. I never played this, but it's like a mech kind of game. The only mech game I ever really played was Chrome Hounds on 360, which was really good. Cabela's Legendary Adventures. I don't know why I have this. A lot of these just I bought really cheap. Death Junior 2, Root of Evil. And yeah. Yeah. That's, I have no idea what this is, but you know. Third Birthday hasn't aged well, but it was really good. Yeah, I heard it was really good. I know it was like one of the ones people talked about back in the day. Next is a very cool game, which I never really played much, but it's Dungeons and Dragons Tactics. It was, the really cool thing about PSP is it had a lot of tactic-based RPGs, and I really liked those. It had like Final Fantasy Tactics and stuff like that, and I really like tactics-based RPGs, and this was one, and it was really cool. This was actually the game that was in the PSP that I pulled out to put in the case, and I really want to play this again, but it was definitely, yeah, like you just said, it was definitely like the best system for tactics. It had so many tactics-based games. Lord of the Rings Tactics, which I don't own, which I need to get. Dungeons and Dragons Tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics, Tactics Ogre, Let Us Cling Together. I could go on, but there were so many tactic-based RPGs, which made it so cool. There were so many RPGs, actually. And since we're past B, the first game that launched with the console was Brutal Legends. That was one of the first ones, which was a great game on PSP, which I need to get. So the next two is the God of War games. There is Chains of Olympus and Ghosts of Sparta, which I have played. Chains of Olympus, I haven't played this one, but I played this on the PS3 Collection thing that they made, which was really cool. I wish they would make, and I'm hoping they do this, but like a collection of every God of War before the new one comes out on PS4, because it would be cool to play them all through. Next, we've got a couple Final Fantasy games. So I have Final Fantasy 1. It's the favorites version. This is sealed. Yeah, it's a sealed Final Fantasy 1. Not much else to say there. And then these two are the two Dissidia Final Fantasy games, which apparently were really good back in the day, and I never played them really. I think I popped one in once and I didn't really know what was going on, but I have both of those, which is cool to have. And then Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lion. This is a remake of the PS1 Final Fantasy Tactics, which was an amazing game. It's amazing on PSP. This actually, this added new characters, it added some more jobs, some more missions, some multiplayer stuff. Such a great game. Probably one of the best Final Fantasy games ever made. Very difficult, but very, very good. I should get back into that, because I started playing that on here too, just to rip on Tactics Ogre. No, this Final Fantasy came out first. Final Fantasy Tactics on PS1, didn't that come out before Tactics Ogre? Tactics Ogre is a rip-off, in my opinion. But anyway, Gran Turismo, which is greatest hits, which whatever. Really, Tactics Ogre came out first, and I played both, and I still think Final Fantasy's better. Like Crash Team Racing's a ripoff of Mario Kart, but I still think it's better. Tactics Ogre is the original game. I didn't know there was a Tactics Ogre on PS1. Final Fantasy is still better. Hot Shots, golf. This was actually a really good golf game back in the day, and because it was arcadey and stuff. God damn, my eyes dying. I really like arcadey golf games. They're actually pretty fun. Mario Toadstool Golf on GameCube was a really good game. Iron Man. We'll go through a couple of these. Lumines, Puzzle Fusion, which I have. Lumines on Vita. Luxor, The Wrath of Set, which these games are actually really good. Luxor and Zuma are really good puzzle games. It was a series and just named one of them Final Fantasy Tactics. Wait, what? You're confusing the hell out of me, man. The original game is called Final Fantasy Tactics, and then on PSP it's Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lion. And then there's Tactics Ogre Let Us Cling Together, which is on PSP, which is totally different. I think you're confused, or I'm confused as to what you're saying. Next, I have Madden 08 and Madden 09. And after that, I have MLB and Major League Baseball 2K6. Gotta make 2 stacks there because these are stacking high. Next is a really cool game, Marvel Nemesis, Rise of the Imperfects. Tactics Ogre was on PS1 and SNES. Oh, I didn't know it was on SNES, but Final Fantasy Tactics was also on PS1. I'm still missing your point here. Alright, next, Monster Jam Path of Destruction. Fuck, my eye! Monsters Deluxe. This is sealed, which is good because it's got an annoying sticker there, but this is sealed. Next is NBA 06 and NBA Live 07. Prince of Persia Rival Swords. This is the Favorites Edition, which is kind of annoying. I hate having Greatest Hits or Favorites Editions of anything, but this was a really good game back in the day. I never played it, but I know that it did really well. I know it was really popular. Here's a classic that I actually have never played. My friend was crazy into this, and it's Patapon. I never played this game, even though it's incredible, apparently. I had a friend that was crazy into it. He freaked out when they announced Patapon 2. I remember that. This is another classic, Parappa the Rapper. This is sealed as well, which is really cool. I like having some sealed stuff. And I remember there was a demo of this back on a PS1 disc, but it was a video only. And I always wanted to play it, and I still never have. No point just saying Final Fantasy Tactics is just a Tactics Ogre game with the Final Fantasy name slapped on it. Or Tactics Ogre is a Final Fantasy game with Tactics Ogre slapped on it. Considering Final Fantasy is a more established series, but you know. Next is Pangea Fantasy Golf. I think that's how it's pronounced. Never played it. It's just here. Ratchet or Secret Agent Clank. This is sealed. Yeah, so that's cool, I guess. Next is SOCOM Fireteam Bravo. This was actually a really good game back in the day. I was a big fan of these because I really like that type of strategic, operative, you know, mission-based games. Yeah. Star Wars Battlefront Renegade Squadron. Awesome game. Tactics Ogre was also an established series in Japan, but only in Japan at the time. Okay, so it's Final Fantasy. Here's the first and only UMD video I own, and that's Stealth. It was really cool back in the day how PSP had movies. It was the first portable gaming device to have movies on it, I believe. I think Game Boy Advance did something with, like, a little bit of stuff, like TV show things, but it was nothing like this. This was like the first time you could get a good quality DVD quality movie on a portable gaming device. So yeah, that was cool. Twisted Metal Head On. This was a really great game back in the day. Probably one of the better PSP exclusives. Rainbow Six Vegas. Tiger Woods PGA Tour. Thrillville, off the rails, blah. And SpongeBob Truth or Square. What a stupid name. Ugh, SpongeBob's so dumb. Oh, you'll like this one gimmick. TNA Impact, Cross the Line. Wrestling game. Beautiful Joe, Red Hot Rumble. Beautiful Joe was a cool game back in the day. And World Series of Poker. World Tour Soccer. And Wipeout Pier. That's it. Those are all of my games. And then, of course, the beautiful complete box first model PSP. Amazing. Maybe I should pull this out just to show you because it's so cool. I'm going to. I'm going to be careful with it though because I'm very, very careful. I'll show you these accessories. Like here is the original headset. Look at this. Sealed original cleaning cloth. Sealed original wrist strap. And the grand finale here. How do I get this open? It was such confusing packaging back in the day. I'm not going to take the power cord out, but it opened up like this, and the lower level was the power cord, and the top level was the PSP, and it still got the original packaging. And I'm just going to slide out this big goodness. Oh my. Oh, it makes me so happy to look at this every time. Look at this. Mint. It's like it's brand new, seriously. Oh, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. Look how thick it was. I actually really liked the design and the size of this. And it's, this is the UMD thing. Oh yeah, there was a switch for this back in the day. And a lot of people had trouble with these switches breaking right here. And they eventually, with the Slim, they made it so you just popped it open yourself. But it was actually a very flimsy, even on this one, the left side's kind of poking up a bit, which really sucks. It's not flush. It's kind of bent up a little bit, and it was just over, wear and tear of these over time. The PSPs just did not have a great disc system at all, and this was a big issue back in the day. And it was probably one of the biggest flaws in a handheld device was the UMD system with the UMD discs. Not only were the discs themselves extremely fragile and shitty, the tray to put them in on the Model 1 PSP was just, you really had to be careful or else you were fucked. But in the day, nobody knew you had to be careful, like it wasn't, knowing it now, it's like if I was ever to use this, which I won't because it's like in mint condition, it would, I would know for sure, be the fuck careful with this thing because it'll break. Heat Blast. I had the regular PSP or the first one, but the battery always fell out. Oh, so that was that the original? Yeah, that was the original, right? That was this one because the battery comes out of it. Yeah, the battery came out. That was a cool thing. You could exchange the battery. Right here. Which was a really cool thing. You could replace the battery in it. Which was really nice back in the day. But yeah, a lot of people had so many issues. It was just a very poorly designed thing, which is why I'm really glad I have one in such amazing condition. Incredible condition. But yeah, Heat Blast. I'm not sure if you missed it, but I am looking at, this is a first model PSP complete in box that I have with all the original packaging and everything. and it's incredible. Sealed screen protector, sealed original headphones. Actually, these aren't sealed. These were used, but they're in really good shape. And then a sealed wrist strap, original wrist strap, which I actually think I bought separately and put in here, because I'm pretty sure that was the one thing this didn't come with, was the original wrist strap. And so I bought one brand new and then put it in here to complete it. And then, you know, this old cool thing, and the manual and the sample disc, everything's in here. Everything is in here. There is one thing that's missing, and I just remembered. The sample disc had a little, like, opening case thing. I should see if I can hunt one of those down on eBay. I'm sure it's super cheap. It had a sample disc sleeve. You need to put some keywords in the description. I will when I upload it. See, the way the live stream works on the phone is you can't edit that stuff until you're at a computer, or if I edit it on my phone after it's uploaded, so I can't do it before. The only thing I can do is add a title. It's pretty shitty, but I definitely will put some keywords and tag it and stuff like that, and add my description and stuff later. Yeah, so that's my PSP collection, which is huge, and I love it. TNA Impact. So yes, such a cool system. Really, such an awesome system. I really want to get more for it. I want to get Brutal Legends. I got to get the physical copy of Tactics Ogre, which I have digitally on Vita. I want to get more of the Final Fantasy games. I'd like to get more sealed games, because I have quite a few sealed games, but I'd like to get a lot more. True, explains to 2 to 4 viewers. Well, plus the way YouTube works, see, I get a lot of views on my streams. I probably get the more consistent views on my live streams over time, so like people will come and go. But my so YouTube has fucked things up a lot, and even people like, I have over 5,000 subscribers, and I'm lucky if I get 100 views on a video. You know, they've totally fucked things up. Even if you look at somebody as big as like Angry Joe or even PewDiePie, for somebody who has 30 million plus, or whatever it is, I don't even know what he's up to now, 30, 40, 50 million people, he gets like a million or between 1 and 4 million per video. And like, you think about that ratio, you know, that's 56 million, and he gets a ratio of about like, he gets about 3 million to 5 million, I think. But I mean, if you compare his average views on each video compared to how many subscribers, it's always way less. And it's similar to everybody. I have a friend who has a couple 100,000 subscribers, and she only gets, you know, like 50,000 views. You know, it's very strange. YouTube has totally fucked things up. Their notification system sucks now. Instead of notifying people, they have to subscribe to notifications, so that screws everybody. And so it's a mess. And the biggest problem with the live streams is, even if I do it on my computer and I add all the keywords and stuff up ahead of time, it still doesn't help much, because it doesn't really, it's just the way YouTube works now. It's a complicated mess, and it's a pain in the ass. The most people I've ever had on a live stream is only 12 people. The most views I've ever had on a video is 150,000. Ugh, my eyes. Ugh. It is very annoying. But it's cool that you're here, Risky. It's always cool when someone's here, obviously. Alright, give me 1 sec. I'm going to put these away, just so they're not all over my floor. Yes, the hacker test video had shit tons, but I'm talking about live streams. The hacker test video, the hacker test live or the hacker test video. I did a few, and yeah, live streams. And I'm talking at a time. The views are a lot. So like on this one, when this ends, it'll probably have. Actually, I'm not sure, but usually I have about 30 views when a live stream ends, depending on how long it is, and then it'll gain more when people watch it later. And the reason I like to do live streams more is I get more views, I get more interaction, and I'd rather talk to you guys live than make a video and then upload it and then reply to comments and stuff like that. But yeah, so that is how that works. Hacker test video is my most popular video, which sucks. And I did not hack BuzzFeed. I should. Should just brute force someone who has like 100K and rename the channel and continue live. I should. Or I can just add my YouTube channel link in every single one of their videos, and then it'll be totally under the radar. And add an annotation on their videos so that way like they don't know it's even happening. That'd be funny. I know a couple bigger YouTubers. I should have one of them. Well, I know one pretty big YouTuber. I should have her shout me out, but that's so sketchy to ask, and you know, whatever. My fucking allergies. I wish I could just take my eyeballs out of my head and wash them. Ask who the big YouTuber is that I know? Wait, what? No, don't ask. She probably won't reply anyway. Tara Babcock. We're friends on Facebook, and my friend actually edited some of her videos in her early days. Just get that porn company to shout you out. Yeah, I probably should. But no, I shouldn't, because then that will clearly be obvious that that's what I did, and yeah, so. And that probably wouldn't help me, and I'm actually really popular in that one specific country. One of the most popular people. I think I mentioned like the owner of the company like reached out to me personally to see if I wanted to do more because I was like the most popular model. But yeah, that country's crazy. That country's England, by the way. So anybody in England is crazy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm cold. I gotta do more story videos though where I talk about things. Australia. I have a friend from Australia. I have a friend from all over the place though. I've got friends everywhere. I got shot. I almost got shot. God damn, that's... I get so paranoid when I see cops. Like today, I went to the grocery store, and as soon as I was entering the store, cops pulled up to the store, and two just jumped out and were following me into the store because they were doing something there, and I kept looking behind me because I didn't want to be in their way, and I didn't know what they were doing. And the one cop's like, "What, do you feel like you're being followed?" Like he was just joking around. I'm like, "No, I just didn't want to be in your way." And he's like, "Oh, okay." I get so paranoid around cops now. It freaks me out. I mean, I just don't like being around people in general, but like cops, I get really freaked out now whenever I'm around a cop. Yeah, like even though I did nothing wrong, I still get freaked out. But it's also when I didn't do something that, bad things happen. So I do want to do a video of me browsing the deep web. Hack the deep web? I don't think you can really hack the deep web, but I could definitely go there and look around. I don't know how legal that is. I mean, as long as I'm not doing anything illegal. I mean, just browsing the deep web isn't illegal. I would have stopped in my tracks and pretended to tie my shoelace. Yeah, that's obvious. I mean, they weren't gonna do anything to me. I just get like paranoid, you know. I don't know, man. Being behind bars changes you. I'm just kidding. I've never been in jail or prison or anything. Not yet, anyway. I'd run that place. I get along with people so well. I make friends with everybody. I wouldn't run the place, but, you know. I'd do okay, I think. I make friends easy. I'll become friends with, like, the big honcho, and I'm just kidding. That's not how that works. Oh, fuck. I'm in the process of making a new game room in my house. That'll be cool. I should hack Frontward. He's a dick. Still don't know what's up with him, but whatever. I haven't seen him in forever. He popped in one stream not too long ago, was a complete asshole, and then left immediately. And I don't know if he was an asshole to me or you, but I don't know what his deal was. It sucked because he was cool to talk to. I liked having him here. But I don't know, whatever. Crazy guy. Since what? You spent 3.5K on my home connection. Wait, what? Oh, a credit card and linked it to my Cam Hub? What's Cam Hub? You stole a credit card? That's not cool, man. What are you doing? God, people are crazy. The Wolf Among Us! Dude, I haven't seen you in so long. Unless you come on my streams and you ghost me and you don't talk. Ugh. He blocked me eating Oreos? No, that's when he was being a dick, wasn't it? Or wasn't it before that? I didn't know he came on the Oreo stream. Ooh. Fuck. I'm so tired. It's 4 a.m. I did 2 collection videos tonight. I feel accomplished. That's good. I did a lot of game design. I didn't do game design, but I did I talked to my new character artist a lot. And actually, I wouldn't mind talking about something with you guys if you don't mind about the game. I've just an opinion thing. Yeah, I missed a lot of streams. How are you, Ben? I'm good. So I actually just did a stream before this one on my PS Vita collection. That'll be up in public. That'll be published as well, so you can watch that later. Yeah, he did. Yeah, now now I remember. That stream. Yeah, he did come on there. He said it was disgusting. Yeah, I remember that now. But yeah, I've had a few people ask me to do more food videos, and it'd be kind of cool to do. I really like, before I get into the game design thing that I wanted to talk about. Oh, by the way, The Wolf Among Us, how are you? How are you? My YouTube channel has come a long way. It's changed styles 3 or 4 times, and I really like where it's at now. I have a really cool subscriber base, um, because not a lot of YouTubers do what I do. And what I do specifically is everything. I talk about games, I talk about computers, I do tutorials, I do unboxings, I do just stories, I do funny videos, original, like I just do a little of everything. And a lot of YouTubers will go in stages, but I just kind of do whatever I want. And people are okay with it, which I really like. And I'm happy as to where I'm at now than I was a year and a half ago. I was having a lot of imposter syndrome when I was doing my original stuff. And if you don't know what imposter syndrome is, it basically is this feeling you get when you feel like you don't feel like you deserve like what you're doing because you feel like you're just, you know, not doing anything original or creative or whatever, you know. And that's how I felt because all I was doing was gameplay videos like everybody else. So I kept having this like imposter syndrome, depression stuff. And then I finally changed, and here we are, and it's good stuff now. I do porn. I'm kidding. I should get back into that. Fuck it. Um, I'm not gonna do porn again. Fuck. I should though. It's good money. I made so much money doing that. Me? You don't think no, okay. I have to always tell people this. I've had so many people try and find it. And you never will, thankfully. And because one, my name was never used in credits. That was part of the agreement. I don't know what name they gave me. I never watched it afterwards. Because they asked me what name I wanted, and I said not mine. And they're like, okay, I have no idea if they even gave me one. If I'm even credited. It was on a website, and the only way you can see the video is by being a member and signing in. It was a complete lockdown site, and I've tried finding it myself. I tried finding the email to the guy I used to like, my old like manager person, and I can't find it. I think he stopped doing it because basically I live in the U.S., so there was a guy here who would, you know, manage everything here and then send it there. It was like a remote thing, and so it'd all be filmed and edited here, and then it would be, you know, he would take care of everything and ship it off to the UK. The Hack and Shack. Yeah, so yeah, that didn't, and it didn't go on that long. I only did it for a few months when I was in college, and you won't be able to find it. Honestly, I've tried everything I can think of, and I know the website, and I've went to it, and I didn't sign up because I wasn't gonna pay money to find myself. That's kind of weird, and I didn't care that much. But I figured there'd be like, you know, screen capped uploads somewhere else, but there aren't. And yeah, I don't know. God, my allergies are terrible. Okay, so I do want to talk about something. Curiosities. So a lot of you guys know about my video game, and so the characters are 3D, and the textures are like hand drawn sketchiness. But I was thinking, how, what would you think if I made the characters 2D and made them kind of like Paper Mario style in a 3D world? Would that be cool? They wouldn't be like tiny little characters, obviously. They'd be normal sized people, and would be, you know, 2D and everything, but it'd be like paper style, like Paper Mario almost. Yeah, like South Park, except better detail. Because one, I can't make 3D modeling. I can't do that shit. Um, and I can't animate. So that's a lot of money to pay the guy I was paying. I have to pay one guy to make the model and then pay another guy to rig it and animate it, and it costs more money, takes more time. Um, well, I didn't make them myself anyway. And I have this one picture. I wish I could add it to the chat or something or show you, but I can't. I have this 2D concept art picture of the character himself, and I love that photo. And I've had three characters made for the main character. I've had three models made for the character, and nobody has captured it. Even after they've tried editing and making all these reiterations, there's no way of capturing this detailed 2D character in 3D form. And that's why I'm thinking, what if I did 2D? Because then I can have this exact design that I love, and it would be like it's a black and white 3D game about a boy in his dream to become a pianist. I've got a hair in my eye and I can't get it out. It's a black and white 3D game about a boy in his dream to become a pianist. You play as Joseph. He's the main character, and the game is called Where We Live. You can find it on social media. I would actually appreciate it if you went to the pages and liked and follow. If you just type in Where We Live Game, like at Twitter, it's at Where We Live Game, and on Facebook, if you just search Where We Live Game, or it's just facebook.com/Where We Live Game. That'll bring you to the social media. You can see some of the art and stuff. A guy shags a girl in a taxi. Isn't that like the fake taxi thing or whatever it's called? But I thought, I was thinking about it, and I was like, Paper Mario 2D characters would be really would be cool. It would kind of bring a little bit of, it's a very sad, emotional game, and I feel like having 2D characters would kind of be, I don't know, it'd kind of bring a little bit of joy and a little bit of like cuteness to it, I guess. Um, Oh, I don't want to make him hop. I want him to still, he'll still run like a 2D character, and his arms will still sway and everything. I don't want to make him hop. The game's still supposed to be, realistic and serious. A girl gets impregnated with a piano. I don't know how that would work, but I mean, the game's still supposed to be a very serious game. It's just a unique art style. No, not Pokemon. Like Paper Mario. Um, Like, think about a 2D game, but the levels are 3D. So, like, I don't know how to explain it. Back. Oh, my God. Nice reference. No, none of those. Look up Super Mario Color Splash gameplay. And the way that Mario runs around left and right and up and down is how it would work in mine, but with obviously, a more 3D ish environment. It makes sense when you check it out. Fuck my. Ugh. God damn it. Do I have eye drops here? I think I do. Paper Luigi. I've always liked Paper Mario style. Most of the Paper Mario games are stupid, but like I'm not a huge fan of. I was a big fan of the one on the Wii. The Wii one was really cool. Thousand Year Door, right? Or was that GameCube? I don't know. GameCube and Wii both had really good Paper Marios. Sorry, I was seeing if I had eye drops, and I don't. See how red my eye is? Isn't that terrible? Why are you always staying so long awake? Well, a big reason is I don't sleep well, and it's mainly because I have a lot of brain issues that cause my brain to stay really active. So it's really hard for my body to like calm down. And I also have extremely bad allergies, which is not making anything easier for me. Although I just took some medicine not too long ago, so I am feeling a bit tired. Um, and I do not smoke, unfortunately, because I feel like that would probably help. I am eligible for a marijuana subscription, and I feel like that would help. But at the dispensary, you can get edibles, and I feel like that's what I would try, because it's terrible. Look how red that is. It's probably not as red on TV, but do you see how bad that is? My other one's not so bad right now, thank God. Oh, that's crazy. Sorry, it's probably kind of gross. I'm sorry, I'll stop. But, yeah. Damn, your eyes are really green. Green? That's weird. They look green right now? I have blue eyes. That's funny. It's probably the way the light looks. Although I have what I call chameleon eyes. They change. I get um it does help. I use it every day mainly to put me to sleep or when I go shopping. Why wouldn't you go shopping? I know they look green. It's really strange. They're normally really blue. And if you've ever seen the movie Limitless with those contacts that Bradley Cooper wears, my eyes look like that a lot. Subby, what up? I'm glad you're here. You missed the collection, unfortunately. You can watch it later if you want. That goes for everybody, of course. So I know some of the people that are going to be watching this later are going to be asking me about game design. And so just to um, not just shopping public and yeah, um, I know some of people are going to ask how game development's going. The card game is going great. My illustrator is doing amazing work. It's really helping my ass having her on board just to help me out speed through this a little faster, while I'm doing so much business shit. And then the game development's going really well. If I settle on the paper type characters, how I was just talking about, that'll make life a hell of a lot easier, and I'll be able to speed through this first chapter a lot faster, which will make me really happy because um, that's the thing holding back a lot of the development is the character development, character design, and everything. And at this point, it's really hard for me to move forward. I have two of the main locations pretty much completed, but I can't do a lot of the internals to the buildings until I have the final character designs finished. So I know proportions of objects inside the buildings and stuff like that. So it's very difficult right now for me to continue actual game development um, until the characters are fully developed. So once they're done, then I can really be making headway on that. I've got a lot of work to do on the water shaders. Coming up with black and white water is tough, but me and my programmer are working on custom shaders to try and figure out some cool ways um, to do it. Man, it's tough. Making a black and white game is hard enough. Making it 3D, holy shit. Now I know how the people that made Limbo and Hue feel. Except 3D, so it's even harder. Especially inside a building. Deciding what's black and what's white. And then at daytime it's reversed. So like day and night it's reversed. And like, oh my god. But anyway, that's enough about that. I'm hiding under my blanket. That's kind of weird looking, isn't it? My blanket's orange because my other blanket's packed away. So I'm just like chilling. This is creepy. It's like I'm in a dark room for like photographs. I haven't seen Dunkirk yet. Please don't spoil. I really want to. The last movie I saw, I went to the drive-in and saw Spider-Man. That was really good. I need to see it again, though. I'm excited to watch that again. Every time I watch a Marvel movie, when I watch it the second time, it's much better because I've seen everything. So it gives me the opportunity to pick up on more. I have a bunch of movies I need to see still. I've been buying my movies digitally now. It's like the one thing I'm okay with buying fully digitally. I was collecting Blu-rays, and I ended up selling that collection for $3,000. But I've been buying movies on iTunes because I can get codes really cheap and stuff because I know a lot of people, and I have hookups, and so I've been buying a ton of digital movies. I just haven't watched any. The Emoji Movie, the biggest shit bomb ever made. I haven't seen it. I'm really curious. Like, I want to watch it now because of how bad it did. I just don't want to spend money to watch it. But I have to see it at some point. All right, Risky, thanks for stopping by. It was cool talking to you again. Hopefully I see you soon. Peace. Emoji Movie is fire. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Oh, Housework's the worst, man. Hey, Gimmick, you notice how my subscribers stopped growing? Part of me is happy because 90% of those people that were coming, I gained like 1,000 subscribers in like 2 weeks, and a ton of those people constantly ask me about how to hack, and it gets frustrating. And so I'm kind of glad that slowed down, but now I'm stuck. I'm at the 50-33 area, 50-30s, but still, stop making bot accounts. That would suck if it was you. I'd cry. I'm kidding. I know it's not you, unless every single one of those fucking accounts you messaged me on social media and was like, hey, can you teach me how to hack? Can you hack my girlfriend's account? Can you hack my boyfriend's account? Oh my god, it's like so many questions about hacking. Are those goats? Yeah, they're goats. Okay. So many Game of the Years. Reminds me of Overwatch. So many Game of the Year awards. I know you hate that game, so I like to throw it in your face. What time is it? 4:30. Oh, God, I gotta go. I will be getting Splatoon 2, though. That game does look fun. I've never played Splatoon, but... And if ARMS is ever $20, then I'll get it. Go to the other... My other hacking video has 160,000 views. Hacking test or whatever it is. Ugh, I don't know. And then my second most popular video is my Xbox One collection, one of those videos. Some of my most popular videos are my how to survive gameplay videos for some reason. Do you have to pay for that content? I have something in my eye and I can't get it out. Free DLC. Is Zelda's DLC free? I think you have to pay for that, right? They're going full Jew on their DLC stream. It's great.
Although I can't say much about it because every fucking company does it now. So, you know, good for Nintendo for getting on that. There will be more, which you know, I'm not holding that against them. Everybody does it, so I'm not gonna say, "Oh, Nintendo sucks because their DLC is paid." You know, it's you know everyone does it, so they'll just cashing in on their cow like always. Yeah, first one for now, right? Yeah, I'm sure every like mainstream Nintendo game will be paid DLC. Super Smash, you know what I'm worried about? I could see that game getting paid new characters, which will be annoying. That'd be really annoying. I want Ice Climbers back. Bullshit, they took them out. It's bullshit. My eyes hurt. My eyes hurt. Alright, I think I'm gonna go. My eye's killing me. I hate itching my eye every 2 seconds on camera. And this stream's been going on a long time. I don't know. Fuck. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm not even tired. It's just like my eyes. Maybe if I just keep them shut and I just stop. I'm not even tired. That's the thing. It's just my eyes are killing me, so I keep shutting them. But maybe if I just lay here, close my eyes, try not to itch them, maybe I'll just fall asleep later. Hopefully. But yeah, maybe I'll go. I'll do an earlier stream today, I guess, technically. Or maybe I'll stream today. I don't fucking know. What's today? Oh, today's Sunday. Sweet. Tomorrow's Monday, which means business. I look forward to Monday. Because that's when things are open and that's when I can get shit done. I mean, I can still get shit done, but you know what I mean. Monday's good. And mail. And when you buy as much shit as I do, you like days that deliver mail. But oh, and the Overwatch event tomorrow. Yay! Alright, guys. I'm leaving now. Thank you for stopping in. Thanks for being here the whole time, or most of the time, or whatever, whenever you came in. My eyes are dead. Fuck, they hurt. Alright, everyone. Goodbye. Thank you again for stopping in. Blah. Sorry, I'm like dying. You too, Wolf. Talk to you later.